Hi ladies, welcome to Ab Sliders. All you need for this workout is your yoga mat. I like to use an extra thick yoga mat for this, or you can double layer yoga mats or put your yoga mat on top of a carpet. Just make sure you have a nice soft surface, and you need 2 old rags, or if you're working on carpet today, just use paper plates or the tops of large yogurt containers and set those up with me. I want tops of your feet, your toes, on your rags and down into the prone position. And for our activator exercise, you're just gonna be leaning forward, so nose comes over your thumbs, and bringing it back. Lean forward and bring it back. I'm gonna make a conscious effort to keep the glutes down. I don't wanna see any of this happening. And use your abs to pull you back. This isn't a shoulder dominant move, it's core, pulling your core back. Of course, we're using our shoulders, but I want you to think about the abs. And rest that out. Shoulder circles with me back. 3, 2, and mountain climber towards the back of your mat so you have plenty of space for your feet to move. Draw it all the way in, all the way out. If you have any uncomfortable hip cracking going on, too simple, just shorten up your mountain climber. Make it more like a Versa climber. That's a machine at a gym where you're just driving with your legs, or you can go back to full mountain climber. 2, 1, rest it out on your knees. Stretch out those wrists for me and the forearms. Hey, beautiful. She's chowing down as we're working on our abs. Back into your push-up position. Pull both legs in at the same time and pull them out simultaneously in. Draw it out. Do a self-check. I want fingers nice and wide. Your forefingers, your pointers, are parallel with one another. Hands are not facing out or facing inward. Just nice and parallel. 3, 2, 1, rest it out. Now throughout this workout, we will be doing a low crawl. This is the hardest exercise, so get that in your head mentally. Stick with me and do the best you can as we travel across the mat and we travel back. Thumbs are facing towards the ceiling. You want belly button facing the mat. We don't want to see lifting up of the hips. None of that. And rest it out. Now let's give those shoulders a little bit of break. I want you on your back. We're doing left side crunches only. Rest, right side crunches only. Rest, center crunches, and then back to army crawl. So hands, fingers, interlace behind head. Your feet will not be moving. I want you, before we even start, to drill your low back into the mat. In single side, training the obliques, training the entire abdominal wall. And you aren't just looking to one side with your eyes. We're getting the shoulder blade off the floor and turning our torso. Lift that torso, good. And having your knees bent is just going to keep the back nice and healthy versus legs flat on the floor. And rest it out. Drill low back in before we even start. Your abs are turned on. We're just going through the motions. We're making movements that are fighting the resistance of gravity in order to cause muscle breakdown and seriously tone our abs. Good. My dogs love to bark at the trash trucks. Hopefully I'm not the only ones out there that have dogs like that. And rest it down. My little protectors. Drill it in, low back is in the mat, and crunch it up. Think of your mat as a piece of clay, and we want to see your spine making imprints in that clay when we turn over. So the more you push that low back into the mat, the maximum effect we're getting out of this exercise. The weight of your head is resting on your fingertips, not straining the neck, gaze is at the ceiling. Good. Roll over with me into your plank position and low crawling it down. Let's go. Headed towards Eva. See what's up over here. See what kind of disaster she's making. I love you so much. In my post-pregnancy plan, I remember telling you ladies how much I wish I had a girl instead of put hair bows on her. Now that I have a girl, I learned what all of you moms were probably thinking, that girls just pull off their hair bows when they get old enough and they start recognizing them. But I love this little human so, so much, and I'm so grateful that I have her. All right, let's just rest that out a little bit. A couple of shoulder circles backwards, shoulder circles forward. All right, in a plank position, we are doing forearm pikes. So we're gonna need some space for our legs to travel up. Using the low abs, turn on those low abs and pull it up. Back to center, pike up. Head is going to drive through your arms. We aren't holding our breath, you're breathing. Good. Propped, a low flutter kick. So propped here on your forearms and keeping the flutter kick nice and low. Fingers are towards the butt. Arms aren't hanging out here. Let's keep our elbows safe. And lower it down. So if we're all the way up here, just wasted space, junk time. So I'm keeping you under load, keeping those abs under pressure. And breathe. Oh man, that felt good. Toes back on your legs. This is bear tuck and twist on your forearms. So when you pull it in, give me a twist at the top. Pull it in and twist. Pull, twist, tuck and twist. Hello, obliques. I feel it. Lower abs and obliques specifically for this exercise. On the buzzer, I want to see shoulder circles. And on your knees, shoulder circles right here. And reverse. All right, army crawl, let's do it. All the way down the mat. And we are traveling. You are strong, you are so capable. What an athlete being able to do this right now. Three, two, one. Ooh, on your knees. Very last set today. The same thing that we did at the beginning, we're repeating that. So we have our mountain climber, our in and outs, our army low crawl, and you can collapse because this is a seriously hard workout. And if you have to take a break during the army low crawl, not blaming you 1 second, even if you can just get half of the interval or quarter of the interval in there, you're going to get continually stronger and stronger. And you making progress, that's why we're here. That's what this is all about. This isn't a comparison about where your strength is or where your fitness is compared to mine. Some of you are going to be stronger than me, and that's great. I'm cheering you on. This is about you making improvements to your own fitness. Fingers wide, giving you that solid base. I don't want to see fingers together. Fingers nice and wide, dispersing the weight through each finger. Rest it out. Stretch out those wrists. In and out. Up in your push-up position, pull it in, all the way out. Tuck it in, all the way out. Glutes stay low. Knees come to elbows. Power in, steady out. Hi. We haven't heard a mama yet from Ava, but boy, if we could catch that on camera, it would be so amazing if you hear her first word. And I'm only hoping that will be mama. It'll probably be dada, even though he is gone in the army quite often doing, not exactly low crawl, but army stuff. And I will say that in my time in the army, my time in Afghanistan, my deployment, I never actually had to low crawl on Mission. It really is just the workout exercise, but keeping in mind that you would be low crawling in order to avoid getting shot is a pretty good motivator to be able to do it if you need to move across someplace and stay nice and low. All right, so we are going to stretch out your core very gently. Just give me a slight extension and flexion. Extension. And flexion. And lower chest down to the mat. Move these hands back a little bit and think about pushing away from the mat as opposed to having your hands up here and causing strain on your wrist. Want hands back here and push away from the mat. So gorgeous. You will be so, so strong. And you are done. Congratulations on ab sliders. I am so proud of you for doing that workout with me. Love you, ladies. See you next time. Bye.